So we will be studying stomach today. Stomach. What is the firstly the introduction of the stomach? One line if you want to speak about stomach introduction. It is the most distensible part of the stomach. Now whatever I am speaking today is Gyan. You can use every line of this when you go home while talking to your parents, uncle, grandmother. Most distensible. Okay? Now why I am saying most distensible? What is the normal capacity of stomach? Most distensible. Okay? Then the capacity. Why I am talking about capacity first? Because that is related to distance. Then I will talk about the location. Capacity at birth is 30 ml. Therefore, a बच्चू न्यूबॉर्न आपके आजू बाजू में घर में किसी को सिस्टर कजिन आपने देखा रहेगा बच्चों ऐसा सोया रहते हैं और सडनली आवाज करते हैं मदर फिर उसको ब्रेस्ट फीड करते हैं जैसा ब्रेस्ट फीड लेते वो सो जाते वापस एंड देन यू गो एंड मीट दिस मदर व्हाट द मदर टेल्स यू अरे वो रात को सोने नहीं देता है हर 2 घंटे बाद उठ जाते बराबर कैपेसिटी कितना है 30 ml तो जैसा 30 ml आगे जाएगा मोमेंट द 30 ml goes ahead the bachchu will start crying so 30 ml goes ahead his sugar goes down he feels hungry now he cannot talk कि मेरे को भूख लगा है मेरे को ब्रेस्ट फीड करो he cannot talk so what he does तो mother starts to अरे क्यों अरे don't be tense that is the way of telling that I am hungry then he drinks 30 ml और एकदम saintly person की तरह सो जाता है again after third to so this you have to understand why this is happening then the mother after 6 months when he starts eating 1 year so the mother starts thinking ki if I feed him this one bowl big bowl in the night he will not wake up and then she starts feeding and you must have seen while feeding because by 30 ml will become maximum 50 ml 60 ml by end of 1 year 100 ml then that food comes out from here she's feeding and you again still she's time and then after the अरे its capacity is 100 yaar and your goal is 200 ml so that is not going to work mother has to get up in the midnight and once or twice only then the child because his capacity of stomach is what is the capacity in adult bolo jaldi fast 1.5 liter you are pretty close 1.5 liter now I will talk about why we call it as most distensible 1.5 liter you know this stomach is like this is fundus where there is gas so sometimes we go for marriages and then there's Gujarati Marwadi marriages Indian Marwadi North Indian South Indian full world is here okay Mexican then you start eating and then before leaving you realize that there is pani puri also I forgot so already you are full now you go and then that pani puri goes here displaces this gas in the fundus and then what you do means fundus is also full now please stop whatever gas was there minimum gas that is also exposed now you must have seen boys girls carry water bottle girls carry this air Indian water Or even if you are carrying a big bottle, never give it to boys. You know what they do. So you start feeling he has already eaten 1.5 liter. Above that he is drinking 1 liter water. What is happening? The stomach is most distensible. So this becomes 2.5. Temporary. But if you every day keep on eating, every day, most distensible, come on, take advantage. Then it permanently becomes, so it is 2.5 liters in obese people. It is 2.5 liters in obese people. Okay? And with that I would like to describe the shape that in normal person it is J shape like this. And in obese people it is pear shape. Then after that obesity, that person decides, no, I will start dieting, I will only eat one brown bread without butter, multigrain bread by Anjali Mukherjee. Now that stomach has become 2.5 liter, उसमें आपका एक bread. What is going to happen? No satiation. There is something called as satiation. जिसको आप लोग मराठी में satiety बोलते हैं, satiety. उसको satiety बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में. So satiation means satisfaction of eating. So you may decide to eat less, but then what happens? Craving. One day you decide to diet, so then you start dieting and then what happens? Craving. So adults, so you have to give them advice. Let's see, capacity is 1.5. So if you only eat this much, there will be craving. There is going to be craving for food. Actually, Ayurveda says eat this much, then some portion for water, and some portion has to be left behind. What for? For the gastric juice. Gases also for the gastric juice. How much ml gastric juice is secreted? Physiology. So what happens is if we eat 2.5 liter, वो गुज्जू मारवाड़ी के इधर जाके मतलब वो 500 रुपए पैकेट में दिया तो पूरा वसूल ही कर देंगे आपको 500 रुपए. And then you eat 2.5 liters, you are not kept any space for the juice to be secreted. So while eating nothing happens, you are standing eating, चल रहा है यार हमारा and then you come home. In your childhood also it must have happened. While eating it, nothing happened. वो घर पे आने के बाद you start. Then you must have seen adults as a walking. Thinking that then the food will go down. No. What has happened is you didn't leave space for the gastric juice. And now the juice has started secreting. And therefore already you have stretched to 2.5 or 2.67 तक जाते हैं. Then people no. Nothing is going to happen by that. After some time when the food goes out, you are going to feel better. Okay? So it becomes pear-shaped. So how to do now adults, because they keep on overeating, everybody. You see a normal adult of my age, they have nice and now if they decide to lose weight, it's very difficult because they will not get satiation. So how to get satiation? How to get satiation? In that marriage where you overeat, near the plates is one counter. What is that counter? Salah. So what you have to do after, this is the advice you should give to all the adults, that after age of 30, 35, first you keep on chatting at the salad counter, eating kakadi up to this point. Kakadi, gajar, mooli, what? So what has happened is stomach is full in rascals. Then put that pizza ka piece, Manchurian, noodles, can go on the, as a topping to this. Then the sweet, okay, ice cream, whatever. So what has happened is stomach is already full with rascals and then you get a satisfaction of fullness. Otherwise, you will decide I'll only eat some noodles, then you come home and then you start opening the fridge, then the dabbas. So what people have to learn is eating salad first. Why the salad counter is there? Because salad has to go first to make your stomach full, and then you have to on that go for a regular course. So these are some correlation between eating and the anatomy of the stomach. Okay. Now let's go to the location of the stomach, which you may be already knowing. In abdomen, you have to learn to draw this diagram. Already you know the 9 quadrants, right? Anybody who does not know the 9 quadrants? So the stomach is located in which quadrants? Left, hypogastrium, epigastrium and umbilical ridge. Okay? Clear? So every organ you have to draw this chart, and then you have to draw the organ. Stomach, the morphology. Now we are going to talk. Morphology is all multiples of 2. Multiples of 2. 2 ends, upper and lower end. Upper end is called as cardiac end. Cardiac end. Lower end is called as pyloric end. So this you must be knowing in 12th standard also. So what more information you should be knowing? Cardiac end is at the level of T11, pyloric end is at the level of L1. That's how the name transpyloric plane is being given. Transpyloric plane, the name is given like this. So 2 openings, 2 borders, lesser curvature, greater curvature. 2 surfaces, anterior and posterior. All 2 ends, 2 borders, 2 surfaces. Cavity also divided into 2 parts: body and pylorus. Body is also divided into 2 parts. Body is also called as cardia. Body also divided into 2 parts: fundus and body proper. Pylorus also divided into 2 parts: pyloric antrum, pyloric canal. So body is fundus, body proper, pylorus further divided into pyloric antrum and pyloric canal. So all 2 ends, 2 borders, 2 surfaces. The cavity divided into 2 parts: body and pylorus. Body divided into fundus and body proper. Pylorus divided into pyloric antrum and pyloric canal. Multiples of. Now let's talk about the relations of the stomach. Abdomen, any organ, relations has to be written. The peritoneal relations and visceral relations, or visceral relations and peritoneal relations. Whatever you want to write first. So peritoneal relations and visceral relations. The stomach is an intraperitoneal organ. And peritoneal relations are very easy to write in case of stomach. Yesterday only last time we discussed. Okay. Along the lesser curvature is lesser omentum. Along this lesser omentum covers the stomach, meets at the greater curvature and form greater omentum. Is that the only thing you will write? You have to write also about that the stomach is connected to spleen by gastrocnemic ligament, to the diaphragm by gastrocnemic ligament. So 4 things you have to write in the peritoneal relations: 2 omentum and 2 ligaments. 2 omentum, so stomach 2, 2, 2. Everything is 2. Okay? Now we talk about the visceral relations. Peritoneal relations, visceral relations. Abdomen, every organ you have to write this. Visceral relations, anterior and posterior. Anterior and posterior relations. So suppose this is the stomach. Then this is the rib cage. Rib cage. Okay. Then this is the liver. Liver, rib cage. This is liver, and this is anterior abdominal wall. Anterior surface of the stomach related to 3 things: rib cage, liver, and remaining portion to anterior abdominal wall. So what are the 3 things? The stomach is related anteriorly to rib cage, anterior abdominal wall, and liver. Now 2 more things which you have to understand over here. We said the transverse column is behind, but actually when you will open, you saw how was the transverse column? How was the transverse column? How was the transverse column? It was like this, right? Transverse column was like this. Now look here, you will see a triangle bounded by transverse column, bounded by liver, and bounded by rib cage. This portion. This is called as a gastric triangle, which is in direct contact with anterior abdominal wall. Gastric triangle, which is in direct contact with the anterior abdominal wall. Advantage for putting a stomy, for putting a tube, for feeding the patient with esophageal cancer. Directly we can enter stomach, do any procedure, we can put a tube. This is rib cage. This is the rib cage. Here is spleen. Rib cage. Then lung, spleen. So 2 parallel lines over here. One is rib cage and lung. Rib cage and lower border of lung. Liver, spleen. Liver, spleen. So area bounded by rib cage, lower border of lung, liver, and spleen. This space is called as Proud's space. Trobb's space, which grossly falls in the level of fundus of the stomach. So if I do, what is this called as? If I do percussion, I feel a tympanic note at the Trobb's space. Okay? Because there is fundus below. This tympanic note disappears in case of enlargement of liver or spleen, or there is effusion of fluid in the pleural cavity. This is how previous physicians used to work. No USG, no X-ray, no MRI, no CT scan. Trobb's space. The tympanic node in the Trobb's space disappears in case of an enlargement of the organs forming the Trobb's space, spleen, liver, or lung, or pleural effusion only. That's all about the anterior relations. So anterior relations are three, but then you have to write about gastric triangle. Gastric triangle is formed by the rib cage, liver, and transverse column. Place from where we directly enter, and Trobb's space formed by rib cage, lung, liver. Okay. Now go to the posterior relations. Posterior relations are formed by the structures forming the stomach bed. By the structures forming the stomach bed, and in between the structures forming the stomach bed and the stomach is omental bursa or lesser sac. Why the name bursa? Bursa prevents friction. Stomach enlarges. So if it enlarges and it will have friction with all the other organs. Food once we eat remains in the stomach for 5 hours, solid food. Fruits 1 hour, water 15 minutes. Okay. So therefore fruits and food have to be eaten separately. One of my friends went to Moscow and he was telling me, there they offered him, what will you eat, fruits or lunch? He said, both. Indian, no? And then after about 10 days he realized, when they eat fruits, they eat fruits. When they eat food, they eat food. You cannot mix it together because the enzymes secreted for digestion are different. So हम लोग इंडिया में क्या fruits भी and food भी fruit salad भी उसके बाद दूध भी गरम, so everything. So then चाय भी पीते लोग खाना खाने के बाद, you must be like something. So all these things are not healthy habits. So now let's talk about structures forming the stomach bed. These are all retroperitoneal structures. These are all retroperitoneal structures. One is the anterior surface of pancreas. Except for spleen, except for spleen, because spleen is the only intraperitoneal structure, and that's why stomach and spleen are separated from each other by greater sac and not lesser sac. Yesterday also when we saw this is spleen, and then this is stomach, right? So stomach, all the stomach bed structures are here, and spleen is here. Spleen is separated from the stomach by lesser sac, a greater sac. All other bed structures are separated by lesser sac. So this is what I have drawn for you this pancreas. Okay. Pancreas. Then there is left kidney, spleen, left suprarenal. This is how stomach bed has to be drawn. First we draw pancreas. Tail of pancreas is related to spleen, left kidney, left suprarenal. Okay? This is pancreas. Then there is diaphragm going above the pancreas. Going above the pancreas is the splenic artery. Then attached to the anterior border of pancreas is transverse nasopharynx. These are the structures forming the stomach bed. All of them separated from the stomach by lesser sac. Done? Should I love this diagram? Yeah? Be fast. Pancreas, left suprarenal, left kidney, spleen, diaphragm, splenic artery, transverse mesocolon. Okay? Can I love this? Blood supply of stomach. Celiac trunk. Celiac trunk directly used ligaments. Left gastric, common hepatic, and splenic. Three branches of celiac trunk. What are they? Left gastric, splenic, liver, spleen, and stomach. Left gastric, common hepatic. From common hepatic comes right gastric. From common hepatic comes right gastric. So right gastric, left gastric are in the lesser omentum. What are the contents of lesser omentum? Right gastric artery, left gastric artery near the stomach and near the liver, portal vein, hepatic artery, bile duct. These are contents of lesser omentum. What are contents of greater omentum? From the splenic artery are this left gastroepiploic artery. Left gastroepiploic artery. From the common hepatic arises gastroduodenal artery. Gastroduodenal artery. From gastroduodenal arises right gastroepiploic artery. Right gastroepiploic artery. Sorry, I went fast. Again, I will repeat. Celiac trunk to three branches: common hepatic, left gastric, spleen. Left gastric, common hepatic gives right gastric. Splenic gives right gastroepiploic. Common hepatic gives gastroduodenal artery, which gives right gastroepiploic artery. In short, along the lesser curvature, gastric arteries, left and right. Along the greater curvature, gastroepiploic arteries. Left comes from splenic artery. Right gastroepiploic comes from left gastric comes from celiac trunk. Right gastric comes from common hepatic. One more artery supply comes from splenic artery, and that is short gastric arteries. Short gastric arteries. Okay? Short gastric arteries. मतलब see, this is inorenal ligament where the splenic artery lies. This is spleen. Splenic artery going to the spleen and use short gastric artery which lies in the gastrosplenic ligament. You are getting this. This is inorenal ligament. This is spleen and this is short gastric ligament. Sorry, short gastrosplenic ligament. Gastrosplenic ligament which contains short gastric ligament. So splenic artery lies in inorenal ligament. Give short gastric artery which lies in gastrosplenic ligament. It's like this. My hand is spleen. This is lienorenal ligament containing splenic artery, and this is gastrosplenic ligament. Lienorenal, gastrosplenic, splenic. Okay, done with this. Can I rub this? Okay. There are lymph nodes. There are lymph nodes of the same name. Right gastroepiploic lymph nodes. Right gastroepiploic lymph nodes. Left gastric lymph nodes. Left gastric lymph nodes. Pancreaticosplenic lymph nodes. Pancreaticosplenic lymph nodes. Pyloric lymph nodes. Pyloric lymph nodes. Okay. So they therefore divide this stomach lymphatic drain into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. This drains into left gastric. This drains into pancreaticosplenic, right gastroepiploic lymph nodes, pyloric lymph nodes, and everything goes to celiac lymph nodes. So all lymph ultimately goes to celiac lymph nodes. So pancreaticosplenic lymph nodes, left gastric lymph nodes, right gastroepiploic lymph nodes, pyloric lymph nodes going to hepatic and celiac. Ultimately goes to celiac lymph nodes. Here, veins are of the same name. Left gastric vein, right gastric vein, right gastroepiploic vein, left gastroepiploic vein. Where will the veins drain? They will drain into portal vein. So this all left gastric and epiploic, they will all drain into portal vein. They will not go to the inferior vein of your body. Last point, applied anatomy of stomach. So the nerve supply. There is the anterior vagal trunk and posterior vagal trunk, right? Anterior vagal trunk and posterior vagal trunk. Specifically, you should be knowing that there is a nerve which supplies the pylorus. What is the name of that nerve? Nerve of lateral jet. Nerve of lateral jet. Why it was significant? Previously there was no rantank, no pantop for acidity. What they used to do? Vagotomy. Now what happens? No vagus, no acid. But then vagus also causes gastric emptying. So gastric stasis comes free. Problem. So then they started doing these branches. They didn't cut the vagus. They started cutting these branches and only spare this one branch, selective vagotomy. One branch which supplies the pylorus. That is nerve of lateral jet. So that gastric emptying happens. So if you cut this, gastric juice secretion reduces and gastric emptying happens. If I cut here, what happens? Gastric juice secretion stops and gastric emptying also stops. Because vagus parasympathetic causes gastric emptying. So what I want? The pyloric sphincter to open. So I preserve this nerve of lateral jet which supplies the pylorus so that it opens the pylorus and there is gastric emptying. Understood? Okay. Development of the stomach. Development of the stomach is from foregut. Right? Foregut initially is like this. Then it takes a turn. Initially it is like this. Then it takes a turn like this. So that the left surface becomes anterior. Anterior border becomes lesser curvature. Posterior border becomes greater curvature. It turns like this. The foregut undergoes a 90-degree rotation. Anterior border becomes lesser curvature, left surface becomes anterior surface, right surface becomes posterior. So this you will have to write. The foregut undergoes 90-degree rotation in such a way that left surface becomes anterior, right surface becomes posterior. Okay? Anterior border becomes lesser curvature, posterior border becomes greater curvature. Posterior border grows faster than the anterior, and therefore the stomach gets a shape like that. Therefore the stomach gets a shape which is J shape. Okay? You have to write about dorsal mesogastrium and ventral mesogastrium also. What develops in ventral mesogastrium? Liver. So falciform ligament, lesser omentum. What develops in dorsal mesogastrium? Spleen. So gastrosplenic, lienorenal, gastrophrenic, greater-omentum. So this all you will have to write in the development of the stomach. Histology. Histologically, stomach, like the GI tract, shows all the four layers, but there are differences. We see gastric pits. So in the body of the stomach, gastric pits in the mucosa, not in the submucosa, and pylorus. What is the difference in the body? This is the pit, and then this is the gland. 1/4. Pit is 1/4. Gland is 3/4. In pylorus. Pit, gastric plate to gastric gland ratio is 50-50. So pits are deeper in pylorus. Okay. What are the different cells seen? Peptic cells, oxyphil cells. Then mucous neck cells. The mucous neck cells are here. This is big mucus. Okay? Peptic cells and oxyphil cells. 3 types of cells. So that's about the histology. You should be knowing difference in the histology of body and pylorus is the depth of the pits. 1/4 to 3/4. Pit to gland ratio 1/4 and 3/4. In pylorus it is 50-50. Applied anatomy of stomach. Applied anatomy of the stomach. Like any other applied anatomy, congenital anomalies, investigations, medical, surgical, and cancer. These are the 5 points under which we write applied anatomy of any organ. Congenital anomalies, investigation, medical, surgical, and cancer. Congenital pyloric stenosis. The patient is born with a thick pylorus, no gastric empty. Projectile vomiting. The child drinks mother's milk. Projectile vomiting. वो मदर के ऊपर वॉमिटिंग नहीं करता है, डॉक्टर के ऊपर करता है. Then you have to realize this is congenital pyloric stenosis. Investigation. Barium meal and gastroscopy. Directly scope डाल के देखो gastroscopy. Barium meal. Barium is given X-ray stick. How much barium to be given? I was once taking this class at KM hospital. And I asked, how much barium to be given? Publish again, Marathi Manus. Sir, 1.5 liter. Then there was one girl. She said, sir, we don't have to check the cavity, right? We have to check the linings. So, sir, 200, 300 ml is okay. तो मैंने उसको बोला तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? उसे सर आकांक्षा से ठक्कर। ऐसे पूछूँ हाँ। बराबर ना, उनको दिमाग बराबर चलता है कि कैसे बचाया जाए बेरियम। इधर अपना मराठी मानुस 1.5 लीटर हम पी ले भाई कि आराम से लाटा में क्या है बेरियम। पैसे बचाओ ना यार। तो व्हाट दे डू, गिव बेरियम 300-400 ml, फिर पेशेंट को ऐसा रोटेट कर, फिर ऐसा रोटेट कर, फिर हेड लो, फिर हेड हाई, तो पूरा बेरियम जाके सरफेस को लाइन करना है ना अपने को। 1.5 लीटर देखिए क्या करो, तो सरफेस को जब लाइन करेंगे तो अगर यहाँ पे कुछ ट्यूमर है तो बेरियम विल गो लाइक दिस। अल्सर है, बेरियम विल show defect in the line, barium will. Medical, all topics of head abdomen. Medical is itis, gastritis. When does gastritis happen? जब आप जोश में आते हो, जोश. Today I study. No lunch time also I study. No lunch, no lunch. Now your body is used to having, body has a circadian rhythm. Every day 12:30 class gets over, you have lunch. So what the body does 12:30 sends the acid. यार भाई यार खाना आएगा तो टेंशन मत। ऐसे आके स्टमक में बैठे हुआ है, कुछ नहीं आ रहा है, ये बोलते दोष में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, बोलते हैं कि किसी का 5 बजे खाएगा। तो मैं क्या करूँ? तू क्या कर, तू स्टमक को ही खा ले थोड़ा सा। That's how the acid is not getting food, so it will eat the mucosa, affect the mucosa, inflame the mucosa. तो डेली आप ऐसे जोश में करने लगोगे तो क्या होता है? Gastritis. So eat properly at times. आपके जो grandfather, grandmother, they don't know this, but they tell you ना, time पे खाओ ना, time पे खाना खाओ. Why time पे? Because your body is used to what time you are eating, that time it sends the acid. Surgical gastrectomy, gastrostomy. Stomy means making opening in the stomach, putting food directly inside. बाप रे, इससे अच्छा पेनफुल कुछ नहीं हो सकता। कोई आपको दिखे ना, तरह सा पाइनएप्पल जूस दे रहा हूँ, किधर? I just pray that none of us suffer from that. Gastrostomy. Gastrectomy is partial, total cancer of the stomach. Chronic inflammation at any place leads to cancer, and that is why we should avoid chronic hyperacidity, because it can lead to the cancer of stomach. Okay, so that's